Welcome to Why Voices. To all my young adults, boy, do I got a doozy for you guys today. Think about it. Every paycheck, you can buy a moment or you can buy your freedom. And we as young investors, we're buying our freedom. Yeah, we starting to invest at 16 and we're trying to be uh, walking off our job by the time we turn 28. Hey guys, I got a great lesson for you guys, and I got another Power Pack company that I want you guys to take a look at. It's none other than SNDK. Yeah, SanDisk. It's a powerful company, you guys. There are moments in the stock market when companies stop being just another tech name and become a movement. SanDisk, ticker symbol SNDK, is in that moment right now. This isn't the old flash drive brand your parents use. This is a reborn AI supercharged storage powerhouse that's rewriting what growth looks like in the semiconductor world. Yeah. Yeah, let's break down uh, who they are, okay? What they do, what their money looks like, and why both the bulls and the bears are talking about this company every day. What do you think SanDisk, or ticker symbol SNDK, what do you think they actually do? Well, I'm glad you asked that question. SanDisk develops and manufactures NAND flash storage. I was just sharing with some of my young adults, many times people just think about, for an example, a big company like NVIDIA, which is the brain to the computing and semiconductor world. But if you got a brain, you got to have a body. And this is where SanDisk come in. They are a storage memory chip powerhouse. Yeah, they power your smartphones, your laptops, gaming systems, data centers, cloud infrastructures, AI servers. Yes, this is what this company do. They are involved in all of these technical companies all at once. In the AI era, data, think about it, is exploding everywhere. Every AI model, every training run, fast, durable, high capacity storage. And that's where this company come in when it comes to storage. SanDisk is positioned right in the center of all the demands that's taking place out there. Some of you guys would say, well, what does the future look like? Well, SanDisk future is tied up directly to the AI boom. And the numbers don't lie. The numbers show exactly why this is such a great company. Q3 2026 revenue 5.95 billion, up 251% over last year. Huge. Okay. Data center revenue 233% in one quarter. Huge. Guidance for next quarter 7.75 billion to 8.25 billion in revenue. Huge. The CEO calls this a inflection point for the company. Analysts are so bullish that some have set price targets as high as $2,000 a share. And I'm going to show you guys where you guys can get this at right now. A little later on when we get into the chart. Yeah, but analysts is predicting that this will go as high as $2,000 a share. Others even predict that it might even run to $4,000 within a year. $4,000 a share within a year. That's what some of the analysts are saying about this particular company, because storage is huge. Memory is huge for these big tech companies, and everybody, not some of the companies, but all companies, is quietly converting to AI. Why America slumbers. Companies like SNDK is positioning themselves for the AI boom. And how much cash do they have? I'm glad you asked the question. SanDisk is sitting on $3.74 billion in cash as of the most recent quarter. That's a massive jump from the $1.48 billion that it had last year. Cash gives them power. Power to invest, power to survive downturns, power to dominate the competition. That's what cash flow, sitting on the side, give your company an opportunity to do, is just dominate day in and day out. This is why I believe that this is a great company for you young investors to consider investing in. This is not financial advice, but this is a great company. And then, I always tell you guys, we need to look at how much debt they hold. Well, here's the wild part. Their debt is just $207 million. Just a drop in the bucket compared to how much cash flow they have. Their debt to equality is only 1.5, extremely low. The CEO even highlights their zero debt balance sheet after paying down obligations. For a company to grow this fast, that's very, very rare. They're scaling without drowning in loans and debt. This is a company that's on fire. Yeah, they're growing by leaps and bounds. And what does their balance sheet look like? You ain't gonna believe this. Total assets of $17.07 billion. Total liability, $3.29 billion. Shareholder equity, $13.77 billion. And net cash, $3.73 billion. And their current ratio is 4.78, which is a very strong liquidity. A ratio in math is a comparison of two or more quantities showing the relative size or how many times one number combined contains another. It describes a relationship between the two numbers. Yeah, I felt the need to explain ratio to you young adults. And what does the Bulls have to say about a company like this? The Bulls simply say that this is a financial, healthy company with room to grow. The Bulls are loud. And they got receipts. It's one thing to be loud, but when you got receipts to back it up, that's when you really know you're talking noise. This is what the bulls say. AI demand is exploding, and SanDisk is one of the biggest beneficiaries. NAND pricing is rising fast to global shortages. NAND is widely used for non-volatile flash memory storage in SSDs, USBs, and smartphones, etc. The bulls say that revenue growth is outpacing nearly every conductor company out there. Is saying that their revenue growth is outpacing nearly every semiconductor out there. The bulls also say that long-term customer, they got a long-term customer agreement already in place worth $42 billion, which locks in the future of this great company. 42 billion already locked in for the future. This is a great company. I don't know about you, but yeah, this is the type of company that I'm looking to buy on the dip. Yeah, I'm going to be buying this on the dip. And I love to talk about margins. You guys know me. Margins are expanding every quarter in this company. Yeah, to the bull, SanDisk is a pure play AI storage rocket ship of this decade. Yeah. Now, the bears do have a few complaints. The bears say that NAD is a critical market. They say that pricing can fall just as fast as they rise. That's true. But you know, I'm kind of bullish on it because I think that AI is the future. I think it's going to keep going on right now since we're in early stages of AI, especially because all the new data centers and storage centers is going up all over the place. Yeah, this is going to be booming in the next couple of years. The bulls also say that the stock has run up thousands of percent, making it vulnerable to pullbacks. The bears also say that R&D and the headcount costs are rising, which could pressure margin. Could pressure margin. And the bears also say if AI demand slows or supply increase, revenue could normalize. That's what the bears have to say about this particular company, SNDK. What do you believe? This is not financial advice, but I do like to give the bulls perspective and I like to give the bears perspective. But why should young adults pay attention? Why should you guys pay attention to a company like this? Well, SanDisk is a case study. Yeah, how AI is reshaping entire industries. How storage became the new oil of the digital world. And storage is the new oil of the digital world. Yeah, you got to store data, you got to store memory. Yeah, you got to have the right facilities to store all that. That's how when you ask Google to do something or you ask your computer to do something to give you an instant answer, yeah, that comes from a place of storage and memory. And this company is right on the rat sitting right in the middle of the AI boom. Also, young adults need to pay attention how a company can go from overlooked to unstoppable. how balance sheets strengthen fuel long-term growth. Yeah, they got cash sitting on the side. They got a strong balance sheet. And this company is just rolling like a train, rolling down the track. This is why I think that this is a great buy. Not financial advice, but this is a great buy for young adults to be buying on the dip. We're gonna get into the charts in just a little bit. So I just want to say before we get into the charts and start looking at the fear index, whether you invest or not, understanding companies like SanDisk help you understand the future. This is the kind of company young adults should study, not because someone say buy it, but because it shows how innovation, timing, and financial discipline can create generational opportunities. Yeah, this is a great company, guys. If you like these type of messages, I want you guys to hit the subscribe button, share it out to your friends. This is one that I would put in the portfolio, buy it on the dip. And I want to show you guys real quick where you guys can get in on this particular company in just a second. I'm gonna pull it up real quick. Oh, I just love this right here for you guys. Boom. Here we are, guys. First of all, we want to look at the fear index. I always like to look at the fear index. Fear index dropped back a little bit. It's still in greed, you guys. We're looking over here at the fear index. It's at 64. It was at 67 a day or two. It dropped back a little bit today, but that's okay. But we're still in greed. I want y'all to see that. And like I say, we're in the last days of getting in position for the bull run. It hasn't happened yet, but the money has been creeping back into the market because it was just about 3 or 4 weeks ago, we was down here. Yeah, we was down here in fear. Down up in here in fear. I remember it was 30, we was down in the 30s in fear, but then the money started coming into the market. But this is a great time to buy right here. You had some super duper deals back down in here. Okay, but right now, people starting to buy these stocks and it's starting to go back up. And right now we find ourselves just getting a little bit greedy. We're up to about 64. I'm thinking if you don't get in the next couple of weeks, this train is going to be gone bye-bye. Okay? I'm going to show it to you guys in just a little bit, but you can still get a good deal. You can still get a good deal on this because I'm going to go ahead and open it up for you guys right now. We're going to go ahead and jump into the charts. I always like to get into the charts to you guys at the end of these lessons, give you guys a little look at it. I got some stuff marked off of here. But let's go back a year ago. You could get this at $1,600 a year ago, $1,679.91 back then. It's a year ago. Actually, it went on a super duper run. I wish I could have got it at $244, a year ago. That was right before. Matter of fact, a year ago, a year ago it was at $35.79. I'm saying right before the Biden-Harris administration went out, under the Trump administration, this one has really done pretty good though, because it's been maintaining itself. A year ago is one exact year ago, but year to date is from January up to now. It's down. It's down about 1452.02. Yeah, right now, if you guys look over here, that's year to date. We go back 6 months ago. 6 months ago, you guys, but you still see the trajectory 6 months ago. You could have got it at $183 a share, 6 months ago. Look at the run though, man. Whoever was on there made a whole lot of money. I guarantee you that 3 months ago, you guys see, you could have got it still 3 months ago at 483.22, okay, to where we are right now. Always like to turn around. Now we 3 months out and we start coming up to date right now. So we're gonna look at 1 month ago. 1 month ago, you guys still could have got a good deal. $830. You could have got that, but look at where we're at. We're still riding up. And I'm trying to tell y'all, this is probably going to be the last time y'all going to see these deals, because this bad boy's getting ready to take off to the end of the year. You don't have to buy whole shares. You can buy fractional shares. Yeah, fractional shares, guys. Yo, $50. If it go up 100%, you made 100% return on $50. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, let's double and triple the money. That's all I'm trying to get you young adults to understand. How do I learn how to double? How do I learn how to triple my money when I'm asleep? Well, I'm telling you guys, I'm giving you guys the game on how to do this. Okay, 3 months ago, you could have got it at $830 even, but you can still see it's still way up. It's down. It's down from 1671. You know, right now it's sitting at 1467. 5 days ago, guys, you guys could have got that at, I saw it at a low 5 days ago, a low, I marked it off. You could have got it at $1,292.57. That's just 4 days ago, but it's still up. It rallied from 1202.57 all the way up to 1671, and then it fell back down. Yeah, it started crashing back down, guys. And actually it fell, I probably need to mark that up. It fell back down under my line that I had previously, which was back here of 1393.71, and then it rallied back up. Let's see where we are today. Today we come today. Let's go ahead and open up today and see what we open up today. Today we open up at sucky. We open up today right here. We open up at 1491.11. That's what we open up today with. Let me go ahead and mark that down for you guys. Boom. And from there, it kind of rallied up a little bit to 1508, and then it dropped all the way down today, guys, to 1411.02, and we ended the day at, it even dropped down to 1367 today. That would have been a good time to buy today. And what did we end at today? It ran all the way up. It ran all the way up. Yeah, 13. It ended today, guys, at, go ahead and mark this off for you guys. Right here. It ended today at, it ended today at 1452.73, guys, is what it ended the day at. I would say you guys catch this down at 13, anywhere 13s, put a little bit of it in your portfolio. Buy it on the dip. Every time you get to buy it on the dip, buy it on the dip. Under 1400, buy it under the dip, because it's expected to run to 2000 by the end of the year. That's what analysts are saying. And I kind of believe it will, because as you guys can see, if we just look at year to date, it's been on a trajectory, which way? Up. See that? Year to date. Yeah, it's been on a trajectory up. It's still down a little bit from the original high. It's under the 1600. This is a good time to buy. But buys like this don't stay around. This bad boy be up to $2,000 if you guys don't go ahead and get it now. Uh, you don't start, buying on the dip now, you're gonna miss this boat, okay? You're gonna miss this boat. Now, this is not financial advice, but if you like these type of videos, like, share, you know, uh, subscribe, send it out to your friends so we can build this community out of young investors. That's why White Voices was created, for young investors just like you, so you can learn how to buy on the dip, and then you guys can start doubling and tripling your money. I encourage you, if you're 16-year-olds, download the Stash app on your mom's phone and start investing now. And when you turn 18, take that money out of your mom's phone, put it in your own phone, and you'll be already started on your 10-year journey. I just believe in 10 years, you guys could have you could have $1 million if you learn how to double and triple your money now. Talk to you guys soon. Love y'all.